Officially be live. Let me put the light on for all of you. Yes, 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 yes. I cannot wait for the stream. You guys been waiting, but I've been cooking up an idea. And for all of you watching around the world, welcome, welcome, welcome to the #1 trending channel on YouTube. Don't forget, this is the Whiskey River channel. For all of you watching around the world, don't forget in the corner to subscribe if you love whiskey, if you love cooking, if you love cryptocurrency, Bitcoin to the moon. XRP is the only one I can say right now that our community is really backing. And for all of you, you know what time it is. I see you. For all of you that have been here, you already know what it is. These streams are all about you, entertainment purposes, and for all of you to learn a little bit of something on here. I do know that a lot of you are into cooking. I know a lot of you into whiskey, and also for all of you that are subscribed, we talk about different things on these streams. So don't forget to tune in all the time. All the time. We stream every day. For all of you watching, here we go. We're going to do this right now for all of you. On this stream, I will be showing you. Yes, you can tell it's winter time, can't you? Yes, you can. On this stream, I'm going to show you the best whiskey you can buy for winter. And we're also going to be cooking barbecue. You guys already know. I didn't cook barbecue yesterday because I have leftover, but now I got no more leftover. So here we go. Let's start taking apart this. And before anything, I think you guys know what we're doing. Yes? On the stream, I'm planning on using Kinder's the blend. Yes, Kinder's the blend. Also, I'm planning on using I'm going to use a little bit more of this too. And we're going to top that off with a little bit of a top off. For all of you ladies that know what that means, we're going to top it off with a little bit of this. You guys already know this is not, and none of these are sponsored on the stream. You guys sponsor these streams, and for you guys, I want to give you guys a good recipe and simple recipe. But anyways, the point of the matter is, let's start putting these out here. And for all of you watching, if you think I'm showing you the best whiskey right now, you better watch out. You better not cry, because what I'm about to show you is going to be the best whiskey you can drink this winter time. Yes, this winter time. I'm going to show you on the stream the best whiskey you can drink this winter time, and I hope a lot of you purchase it. It's nothing that I'm not being sponsored by the company. I just feel like, winter time comes a time where you just there has to be a perfect whiskey out there. Yes, we have some good whiskeys. You can go rewatch that stream. Yesterday's stream, there was one whiskey that took over the whole stream, and it took out 6 other bottles. They were all good bottles, but there was one that really took over. And you guys already know I do have a poll in the chat room too. You can click the poll of what you think. And for all of you, XRP to the moon, baby. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to go over 100,000, and that should give everybody a sign that, you know what, this is the real deal. This is going to be incredible this time in cryptocurrency. But for all of you watching, let's not talk about that. Let's get this chicken on the road. And before we do that, I will tell you I do want to drink a beer. We're going to drink a beer. Let me heat myself up a little bit. Haven't drank any alcohol today. We're going to drink a beer. And I can drink, let me see, what can I drink? I could drink an Oktoberfest. That's good, an Oktoberfest. Let me see. Yeah, I have one more left. I got one more Oktoberfest left. Yeah, let's drink a Oktoberfest. Let's drink an Oktoberfest. So I'm going to drink a beer before we drink I'm going to drink a beer before we drink the best whiskey you can drink, okay? But for all of you, this is a beer that you can probably get at your store. Remember, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. You guys are the ones that sponsors me with Super Chats. Yesterday, we got a good amount of Super Chats, and today, it's a Wednesday. I know you guys like Wednesday. First one in the chairman today was Matt. Shout out to Matt. Matt was the first one in the chairman today. Welcome to all the members. You know what time it is. It's time for us to start doing something amazing. Matt was the first one in the chairman today. So we're going to start putting these aside. Matt was the first one at chairman, and you could tell it's a little bit cold out here. So I'm with my long sleeves. Anyways, we're going to be pouring. What are we going to pour? Let me use a glass. Let me get a glass. Yeah, let me get a glass. Ooh, this is frosty. It's frosty. Real frosty. Oof. This is a real frosty one. Okay, here we go. We're going to start pouring this up. Let me move. We're going to start pouring this up. You guys know what time it is. You know what time it is. Don't forget to hit that like button of the stream. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. In the corner, let's subscribe if you haven't already. And for all of you, we're 10 subscribers away from 15,400. Yes. We are literally around the corner. You know what? I got to move this out of the way. Let me move this out of the way. So it was the guys that won today, right? So let's pop it open. With one of these for the guys. Let's do it for the guys. Matt was the first one to chair him today. So let's do this. It's really cold out here. Here we go. Let's see if this is going to be tasting better for all of you. Cheers, all of you. Cheers to all of you. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Bitcoin to the moon. Come on. We need it over 100,000. You guys are probably like, wait a minute, aren't you on XRP? Yes. But Bitcoin too. It moves all of the crypto, yes. It moves all of the crypto, so we do need Bitcoin to move. It's like, let me explain to you how it works. Remember when Barry Bonds was hitting bangers out of the park? He was going bangers. Remember Mark McGwire? He was hitting bangers out of the park? A bunch of bangers. King Griffey Jr. Remember King Griffey Jr.? He was hitting homers out of the park. You know what I mean? Everybody was tuning in. Everybody was tuning into baseball. Sammy Sosa. Remember with Sammy Sosa? It was all four of them. Sammy Sosa, you had Mark McGwire, you had Barry Bonds, and then you had King Griffey. The point of the matter is they were all hitting bangers out of there. They were all hitting bangers, and everybody was tuning in. Everybody was tuning into baseball. Same thing goes with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, the same thing. Once Bitcoin hits it out of the park over 100,000, you already know people are going to be tuning in. And that's what it is for all of you. That's what it is. XRP to the moon, baby. XRP to the moon. Let's drink this up. Man, this is so good. Okay, we're going to show you the best whiskey, okay? Don't forget about it. We're going to be drinking the best whiskey for wintertime right over here. The best whiskey for wintertime right in this one. You guys are probably like, wait a minute, where's the Reaper? Where's the Reaper emoji? Where are you? Well, this one, I didn't want to overdo it today. You know what I mean? It's like wearing a Whiskey Reaper socks, Whiskey Reaper shoes. That's like wearing Whiskey Reaper contacts. You know what I mean? Let's drink this up. All I need is one person in the chat room. Put those XRP emojis. Put the XRP emoji, Reaper Crew, and I'll chug this. All it takes is one person. One person. Put those XRP token, cryptocurrency emojis that you have, and boom, there you go, there you go. Jason Kane just put it on there for Kitty. There you go, put it, okay, here we go. Let's chunk this up. There you go, Joe Waters, there you go, Joe Waters, XRP to the moon. Okay, having a fun time now, good. We're starting off really, really excellent. ZZ, I see you, ZZ. Anybody that are watching, I hope you guys are really tuning in. Let's drink this up. If you have the membership, that's the only way you can use emojis. Get that membership. I recommend a lot of you to get that membership. Let's drink this up. I'm gonna chug it. I'm gonna chug it. Ooh, I'm gonna chug it. I'm gonna chug it. Oh, man, it's good. It's so refreshing. It's so, oh man, it's so good. Let's drink this up. Man, that's good. I gotta do that chicken. I gotta do that chicken. Let's drink this up. Damn. Phenomenal. Ridiculous. Really good. Anyways, let's start doing this. First things first, let's start putting our mics, hot sauce right on the side. My mouth is nice and tuned up. And now I kind of feel like I need to take off my sweater. Here we go. Let's pop this open. Chicken thighs. These are free range, USDA. It's inspected. You guys see me cook these. I like this. I'm going to change the recipe today in front of you guys. Last time we did the recipe, it was amazing. My recipe, you could go check it out. Last time I did this, I believe it was last week. I ate it for like 3 or 4 days. I don't remember how many times. But I get 2 packs of this because I like leftovers. And I like to give a little bit to the homeless people on the streets. Yes, yes. If you guys think I was serious about that, you're out of your mind. Out of your mind. Out of your mind. You know how cold it is out here? It's really cold. I don't even think any animal out in the streets today is gonna make it through. It's really cold out here. Manatees are frozen. Iguanas are frozen. There's a lot of crazy creatures out there that are freezing. It's really cold out here in Miami. Okay, perfect. We have double light, double light, double light. We got double light in here. For all of you watching, we have double light. That's good. Hopefully you guys can see a little bit better. We got double light up in this joint. And I'm going to talk about the whiskey that you guys need to get, okay? Let's just clean this up just a tad bit. And what I'm also going to do is, let me get my thong real quick. Got a thong that I need to get. And here we go. That is that Joe Waters? Who is this? Let me see over here. Let me read over here. Joe S. Joe S. There you go, Joe S. Joe S. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Over here, Joe S. Thank you so much. I appreciate the question. And over here, it says over here we go. Arepa. What are your thoughts on the American Light Whiskey? Cheers and love your lives, brother. Joe S. Joe S. I'm going to say this. I appreciate the comments. And I also appreciate you watching every day because we stream every day. Don't forget to tell your friends. Don't tell your family because then your family's gonna say, why you sending $5? Don't tell your family, tell your friends. Or you can keep it to yourself. I do recommend that. Don't tell your wife, don't tell your girlfriend, because this is going to be girlfriends or wives are going to be like, you know what, you're paying too much attention to these streams. What's these streams about? And then I'm going to start cooking. They're going to want you to cook the same way. Sometimes it's good to keep it low. Joe S., let me just say this. What my thoughts on the American Light Whiskey. Now, this is the thing. When it comes to that one, I'm going to say they're okay. They're nice. The only problem is, this is the only issue that I have with that. Okay? There's a lot of other bottles out there that are really good. You can find exceptional bottles out there that are really, really good, just like the ones we have here. These are very inexpensive, okay? Very inexpensive. You got the American Hero Edition. You got the Sazerac Rye. And you also have the Jim Beam 7-year. These are excellent bottles. There's a lot of bottles out there that you guys should avoid. Get the good bottles. Avoid the bad bottles. At the end of the day, that is my answer to you. There's a lot of people that you want to experiment and you want to buy a different amount of whiskeys. And on this channel, I save you the time and effort from doing that. If you start buying a lot of whiskeys to experiment, you're going to have a huge amount of whiskeys that are straight dookie. And you don't want a straight dookie collection because at the end of the day, you're going to have like 20 bottles that you don't like. I guarantee you all of the bottles that we put on the stream, absolutely fantastic. Okay, Joe S., thank you so much for that one. And also, again, I will say, for all of you, if you guys have any questions, you're welcome to ask. But I do know we're going to put the best whiskey that you can have for wintertime on the stream. I haven't shown it yet, and you guys probably don't even know what to expect. You'll see, you'll see, you'll see. But I'm going to say this. Let's start doing this. Joe S., thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Also, another cool thing about American, because now he's talking about American whiskeys. He's talking about American whiskeys. So another cool thing about American whiskeys is there's sometimes you can find some that are very cheap, and you can use it for cocktails. Some of those you could find for cheap and for cocktails, because what they do is they use for most of the American whiskeys, they use like American blends, okay? Not these American blends. Most of the time they use used barrels. So since they use used barrels, they could do a little bit more of an experiment on the whiskeys, depending on brand. I do know that Midcurds has an American whiskey, and that one's good. It's really nice for the price. I believe it's like $47.99 or something like that. But the thing is, the only issue is, I would prefer you guys to buy this one, because this one over here is $37.99. This is a 1.75. I can guarantee you your money worth is going to be a lot better on this one. By the way, the whiskey we're going to show, it's about close to $100. So the whiskey we're going to show is about $100 on the stream. You're going to see what it is. But I'd rather some of you, instead of getting some of the American blends or the lighter American light whiskeys, Try to avoid those because you have better options. And certain brands have been they've been putting out good bangers. Even this rye whiskey over here, you're paying nowadays, you're paying about $65, $70. Even this one, 1.75, even that is good. That Jim Beam is excellent. Really good, that Jim Beam. But anyways, these aren't ones that I'm gonna be putting on the stream to drink, okay? These are just so that you guys know what's good to buy. Anyways, the point of the matter is, I'm going to flip this one time only. And then we're going to start seasoning these bad boys. And we're going to start drinking the whiskey, okay? I'm going to show you the whiskey on here. And if you guys see XRP if you start seeing XRP, green candle XRP going up, you let me know in the chat room. If you see Bitcoin going to 100,000, we have to celebrate it on the stream. If we have to celebrate, we'll celebrate Bitcoin going to 100,000. The closing time for the next day would be 7 p.m. If you're living in New York, Florida, or in my time zone, it's 7 p.m. So there is about an hour and something to close the day on that little time frame. So I hope you guys really just, if you do, look at that for me because I'm doing this. I'm busy. I'm trying to be as fast and quick as possible. I know it's going to get cold on me. Okay, we're going to do this one more time. Over here, got a super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Over here, super chat from Joe S. Joe S., thank you so much for the $2. He says over here, thank you, Reaper. You a legend, baby. You a legend, baby. Joe S., I see you, Joe S. I started this stream. Every time I start a stream putting you items. If you don't notice the items that I have on the stream, Joaz, you'll learn from me. I only put items that I will back. I have never put items that are horrendous. Yesterday was one of the first times I've done it in a long time. I didn't want to put Ben Holiday on the stream, but we did because a lot of you wanted it. But I didn't want to put Ben Holiday on the stream yesterday. But yes, anything I put on the stream. If you ever watch any stream, any whiskeys, it's an absolute banger. So here we go. Let's start doing this. We're gonna take out the whiskey now. The whiskey that I think a lot of you should get into, and really, it is gonna be the whiskey, the best whiskey you can have for winter time. So here we go. And I'm going to say it's going to be for enthusiasts. The whiskey I'm going to put on here is going to be for enthusiasts, whiskey connoisseurs. It's going to be for rookies, people that don't like whiskey, people that are new into whiskey like ZZ. If he's new into whiskey and he really wants something to have, this is going to be perfect for him. For Joe Waters, for everybody on here, Joe West is going to be the perfect whiskey for you for winter time. I'm going to put it on here. But before I put it on here, let's make sure. Let's season this. Oh! Man, I fell. I tripped over some cables. Let's make sure that all this is good because I tripped over some cables. Let me put this here. Okay, we good. Okay, so here we go. We got another super chat. Joe S, $2 super chat. Do you like chicken wings, smoked wings, or? Yes. We've done smoked wings before on here. I think we only do smoked wings on here. You could go rewatch that stream when I done a lot of wings. I do a lot of wings often. Don't get me too into it, Joe S, because I'm going to say that I'm going to start wanting to have some wings. Okay, here we go. Let's pour this in here. Here we go. We're going to start seasoning this. Let's start moving this around. Let's start moving this around a little bit. Let's make sure that both sides of these chickens and all these chickens get a good amount of olive oil. Olive oil, and then we're going to start seasoning, and then I'm going to show you the whiskey. Yes, we're going to start drinking the whiskey, and then we're also going to tell you when I think of it. We're also going to tell you why it's going to be the best whiskey you could buy for this winter. And if you think it's Buffalo Trace, woo, maybe. I know a lot of you are probably going to think that, huh? What are your guesses? In the chat room, what's your guesses? What's your guesses in the chat room? What you guys think it is? Which do you think, what bottle do you think I'm going to put out there? Which bottle do you think I'm going to show you of being the best whiskey you can have for this winter time? What is the best whiskey you can have for this winter time? Look at how cold I am. I'm freezing out here. I could pick out any iguana from the trees. They're just frozen. What whiskey in the chat room do you guys think it is? I see a lot of comments. What you guys think it is? I'm going to say ahead of time, it's not Stag. It's not Stag. No, 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 no. You saw what happened yesterday. I don't know if some of you saw the stream yesterday. There was a ghost on the stream. If you didn't see, you could go rewatch the stream yesterday. There was a ghost on the stream. And I was drinking, I was at 7 whiskeys that we were putting up against Eagle Rare. And you have to go rewatch the stream. Did Eagle Rare win yesterday? You have to go rewatch it to see. But the point of the matter is, yesterday it was so cold out here, my throat, I don't know what the hell happened. It was like the air was thin. But that's what happens. That's what happens in wintertime. That's why I don't like snow. I don't like snow, and I live in Miami. I live in Miami, the paradise. This is where everybody comes to. Okay, so we're going to start seasoning this. We have this going. Perfect. We have this going. Yes, 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 yes. We have this going. Is it finally time for me to put the whiskey on here? I think so. I think it's time for me to put the whiskey on here. It's getting a little cold out here, so I need something to warm me up. And I think this whiskey will be perfect. So for all of you, here we go. You guys ready? I think I'm going to take off my shirt. It's getting hot in here. Let's put us down a little bit. Boom. Put us down a little bit. Okay, so a lot of you have guessed none of it. You have guessed none of it. And here we go. We're going to put it right in back of here. This is where we're going to put. We're going to put it right in back of here. Let's start moving this. We're going to use this on here, yes. We're also going to use these seasonings. Okay. And the whiskey, yes. The whiskey, yes, that you guys want to see. Here you go. I'll give you a peek. This is the best whiskey you can have in wintertime. Wintertime, you guys want a whiskey. Well, here you have it. You have it right here. The best whiskey you can have in wintertime. I'm going to say this ahead of time for a lot of you. This is Bardstown Bourbon Company, okay? There's a lot of people that say, oh, bourbon. Oh, scotch for wintertime scotch. I think some of you haven't maybe decided that there is rye out there that's really, really amazing, okay? One of the best whiskeys out there for this cold winter time will be this. Now, I'm going to say this ahead of time. We're going to talk about the notes, and we're going to really drink this. But the reason why I'm putting this on here, because this is not 134 proof. This one's not like, it's not beaming at almost like a gasoline type levels. Okay, this is going to make sure that you are in a good, I'm going to say a good little warm feeling. You know, you're gonna drink it, you're gonna taste all the notes, you're gonna like it. Bardstown Bourbon Company Origin Series, and if you see it in the back, there you go. There you go. Okay. The point of the matter is, this is a rye whiskey, if you guys don't know already. It's a rye whiskey that's finished in toasted cherry wood and oak barrels. What does that mean? That means it sweetens it up to the point that it's not going to be overly spicy, but spicy. It's going to be perfect, but not too overdone. It's going to be really, really excellent, and we're going to drink this right now. Before I do anything more, that is ahead of time. That is the whiskey of the stream. This is the best whiskey you can have in winter time, and I'll tell you exactly why. And for all of you, look at the beautiful thing. Now, I'm going to say this ahead of time. If I'm telling you this is the best whiskey, that doesn't mean that you're going to buy like a whole box and put it away and then auction it off in the year 2050 for a bunch of money like Pappy Van Winkle's. Don't think of that, okay? On the stream, we're talking about stuff you can drink. So let's start pouring this up. Okay, here we go. Before you guys say anything more, let's start by saying, boom, look at this. Nice, 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 almost like a amberish red. Nice color, a little bit amberish. It's very beautiful, and for all of you, there's a reason why I have this, and why I'm telling you this is one of the best whiskeys you can get right now. It's underrated. Nobody talks about this. The best part about this, it's close to $100, and sometimes you can find this for a good price. For all of you watching, I will tell you ahead of time, we're going to season this, and then we're just going to leave it there. We're going to season this, and then we're going to start doing it, okay? So let's start seasoning this over here. We're going to drink that, okay? Let's do this. Okay, we're going to do the other side now. Before we do the other side, let's go into this, okay? Best part about this is that nobody really knows how good this is. And that's the best thing about it. You're going to be able to probably find this at your stores, and if you don't find it, well, you can find another liquor store that might have it. We don't talk about liquor stores out here. The liquor stores don't pay us. So I will not be talking about any liquor store you can get it at. You can go look for it yourself. Go Google. Or you can ask Alexa, where can I get a Bardstown Bourbon Company Origin Series? You can ask Alexa. Point of the matter is, here we go. We're going to start nosing this one out. Let me just nose it real quick. Here we go. Cha! That is. It has to be the most beautiful thing on a winter day. It's really cold out here. I think you guys already know. I don't know how many times I said it. Really cold out here. So for all of you, I'm going to say this ahead of time. This is something that is not your average whiskey, especially for winter time. It's super sweet. It almost smells like a perfume. I get almost like a I almost get like a sweet perfume or on here, but it's actually like a good amount of rye, but very perfumey rye, almost like piney rye. I get a little bit of almost like a nugget type of smell on here. You could get that oak presence on here that is just very unique. I do tell you guys, you want something unique, well, sometimes it's hard for you to find a good bottle, and for a lot of you, this is very in the realm of wintertime. This is perfect. Again, remember they're using toasted cherry wood to finish up this, so you're going to get a little bit of presence on that nose. That's going to be just dynamite. It's going to be like... it's going to be, how can I say it? Like smelling some... let me see. Oh, it's like smelling like a woman's hair that she got good perfume on. You know what? I can't put a perfume like this. This is like for like a woman, a little bit sweet perfume. This is very nice. I'm going to say the wood on here, the oak on here, it's ridiculous. It's not overly expressive like some bourbons out here. It's, as a matter of fact, it's super sweet. And it's let's say this, and it has a little bit of almost like a, if I can say, like just a tad faint, little almost like a leather little clean leather, like a real leather. And that's what really gets off on me. I really get off on this real hard. I get off on this real leather. Oh man, this just it's just ridiculous. It's like if I don't know how to explain. It doesn't remind me of my motorcycle leather jackets, but it reminds me of like a belt. There's a difference between certain leathers out there, and this reminds me of like a fresh, expensive belt. Not shoes, not a jacket, like a fresh belt. Almost reminds me of. I can't even say a wallet. I can say a belt, a nice, real leather belt. This is really excellent. Nose on here, leather. Aroma on here. The aroma on here is ridiculously, just reminiscence on just like somebody's perfume. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just so nice. It also gives me, now that April says it, it gives me Christmas vibes. That's what it gives me. It gives me Christmas vibes. If you've ever been into an office that everybody's decorating the offices, if you've ever been to just Christmas vibe, people are wearing fragrances, women are wearing sweet fragrances, it reminds me of that. And the oak note on here is just, it's just one of a kind. So for all of you, here we go. Let's go drink this up. And let me tell you more about this. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Oh, that is a lot. You get a lot of mixed notes on here. It's very unique, very nice, not overpowering. The proofing is not overpowering. It's almost perfect. It's a perfect whiskey for winter time. You get everything you want in here. I'm going to tell you more about it, but for the meantime, first sip usually. I tell you the first sip is, to me, the first sip is, you got to erase the first sip, okay? First sip is erase it. Erase it. Just put it aside. Your palate's gonna get used to this. This is sitting at 96 proof. 96 proof. And my mouth is really watering. Let me drink this again, and let's tell you about what I have. Let me get a big swig on here. Let me get a big swig. It's just so good. I almost get a little bit of almost like a, I'm not going to say a super fruity vibe. I can say almost like a fig. I was talking about figs yesterday. I have a little bit of fig, a little bit sherry, but like the, not the dark cherries, like the really red cherries. This is just good amount of rye, and the rye here is not over pungent. It's not to the point that it's gonna say, "Oh man, there's too much rye. I don't like this rye." No, this rye is like very sweet and very nice. Also, another good thing about this is it's a very long finish, very long finish. You can tell that a little bit of that oak note is starting to come in on the finish. You can find that right there in the finish, and at the end of the day, the leather on here, it's just combined perfectly with the oak note. It has almost, it gives your mouth an aroma that is just, it's uncanny. It's uncanny. It gives you I don't know what it is. You could just smell it out of your mouth. Usually you can't, but here we go on this one. Yes, let's drink this again. Anybody can drink that. Anybody can drink that. A good amount of spice, starting to come more and more. My palate is starting to acclimate to the spice on here, the rye spice. Some of you guys are asking probably, what kind of spice? What you got? Hot pepper? No. Chill. Baking spices? No. It's like a clean rye. It's like a clean rye. Really clean rye. Very nice in your face. And you get just that oak note that it's just balanced so perfectly, and it gives it that sweetness because of that oak note. It's finished with that toasted. I'm gonna just show you one more time this ball, just in case you can't see it straight up. Okay, the finish is, it's a toasted cherry. They use toasted cherry wood. So if I could tell you the aromas on here, I don't know if you guys ever been to a fancy library. Fancy library would be like The wood floors are like mahogany, almost like cherry mahogany, like really, really dark, dark, dark wood. You walk into that library, and the first thing you get is you get hit with that. You get hit with the smell of the floor, the wooden floors. That's exactly, literally, what you smell. It's so perfect. It is so perfect. And then you get almost like a faint little spice on here. Faint little spice. You get more of the spice on the once you start drinking, you just taste the spice, but you get just faint spice, and very almost like a. I'm gonna say almost like a piney. I'm not gonna say piney, but like the only thing I could explain to you what this smells like. It smells like you went into Victoria's Secret. You know, you went into Victoria's Secret with your lady or woman or a couple girlfriends, and they just had sprayed sweet fragrances, and you could smell it all in there. This is very, very nice. It's just, I could just keep on smelling this. I could keep on smelling this. Let me drink it. This is ridiculous, man. The best part about this, too, I can keep on drinking this. I'm going to say it's ahead of time. This is 96 proof, okay? It's not 130 proof. There's people out there that they say, oh, I can't get this bottle. It's 96 proof. It's most likely they're trying to be cool around you. The proofing doesn't make a difference when it comes to something that's finished. The finished product, and it's about 96 proof. You might as well just say it's 100 proof. This is very, very in the ball game of some of you that are into whiskeys. And not only it's a beautiful bottle. It's a great bottle. Ahead of time, I'm just going to tell you guys, this is a bottle that I can say I can consider to be for all of you. And this is for Christmas time only, right? We're in Christmas time. It's December. You guys know how it is. It gets really cold out here. Look at me. Look at me. Ripper Crew. You know what time it is. Well, number one, I have to be drinking something nice, not overwhelming. I do know that Al Gordon earlier, one of our ranches in the chat room, he had said, "Oh, it's the best whiskey of winter is Stag." Stag isn't the best whiskey in winter. There's a reason why. I don't want to beat myself up with high proof whiskey, right? 126 proof, 132 proof, 131 proof. I don't want to beat myself up with high end, high proof whiskey. I'm already trying to manage talking because the thin air, the air is like so like it just gets my throat a little bit already. How it is, I'm just talking out here and I just can feel it. Yesterday I almost choked. Yesterday. You guys didn't see. You have to go rewatch that one. I almost choked yesterday because it was so cold out here. So I can't drink on a very cold day. If I'm outside, again, this is if I'm outside, I can't drink. And a lot of you will concur. If you try it out, you'll see what I mean. I can't drink anything like 130 some proof. To me, the perfect proofing is anywhere 100 proof. And this one's perfect. 96 proof, 96 proof. You can take a photo of this one for all of you that want to know. But this is excellent. This is excellent. You don't have to make a cocktail. You don't have to make a cocktail. You don't have to do anything crazy. Just buy this bottle. Enjoy this bottle. And the best part about this, nobody's talking about this. That's good. There's nobody's talking about this. That's good. But eventually, you're not going to find these anymore. So make sure. Try to enjoy yourself this time of year. It's December. Let's drink a sip. It's so perfect. A little bit of fruit on the end now. I'm getting a little bit of fruit. The rye whiskey is toned down a little bit because my palate is kind of getting used to it. But I can say officially, if you like a little bit of leather, you'll like this. If you like the uniqueness of toasted barrels that gives it a sweetness and it gives it just a perfect finish, you'll like this. If you like a little bit of sherries, there's different kind of sherries, right? There's darker sherries, okay? There's darker sherries. There's, the ripe ones. This is like those bright cherries, bright cherries. You know those bright cherries that they put in certain cocktails, your cocktails, and you buy them. Those cherries, those cherries. That's like the red cherries. Little bitty little cherries. That's what it has in there. The oak note is perfect. It is not overwhelming. There's nothing on this bottle that's going to make you say, "Man, I can't drink this. This is just it's too potent." There's nothing on here that's going to make you say that. Also, there's nothing on here that's going to make you say, "You know what? This is too sweet." No. There's nothing on here that's going to say too much rye. No. There's nothing on here that's going to make you think otherwise. Let me drink this up again. Oh, man. The finish. The finish. It just leaves you wanting more. This is almost to the point that you can say, this feels like I'm drinking a cocktail, but without the syrup that they add on certain cocktails, without the sugar that they add some cocktails. This is like they put no ice on the cocktail. This is perfect. A little bit of good amount of rye, sweet rye, fig, cherry, oak note that's just beautiful. And I'm getting just a little bit of almost like a tad bit of spiciness, but all around, this is what you want. You don't want to overwhelm yourself, right? This is perfect. I'm going to pour myself some more, but before we pour myself some more, we got to turn this around. We got to turn this around. Let's turn this around over here. Boom. Let's turn this around. And I'm going to season the other side with just one seasoning. One seasoning, we're going to season the other side. And then we're going to start moving around. For all of you watch, and I hope you're enjoying this stream. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Now, I have the option to bring out another whiskey, obviously. But I want to focus on this one right now. Wintertime is meant for you to have rye whiskey. I'm just going to say that ahead of time. Not Scotch whiskey, not American whiskeys, not Japanese whiskey, like American blended whiskey. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. These are American whiskeys, but I'm talking about like American blended, not American blended whiskeys. No. Wintertime is meant for you to have some rye whiskeys. It just gives it gives a good punch to your palate, and it's not overwhelming. Now, I'm going to do this on the stream since we're doing this. I want to compare something. But the only issue is that right now we're at $9 on this stream. We're only at $9 on UPERCHATS. Oof! Only at $9 on UPERCHATS. Does that mean that the stream is bad? Doesn't mean that. It just means that everybody knows Christmas is around the corner. There's a lot of people that have family members. And at the end of the day, we're still doing really good on our monthly. Our monthly, we're doing pretty good. So far, we're at, I think today's the 4th, right? Today's the 4th, I believe. We're doing pretty good. We just need to get a little bit better. I think I need to up my game. But that's why we're talking about a little more about whiskeys on these streams. And for all of you, crypto to the moon. Bitcoin to the moon is at 100,000 yet. Can somebody tell me if Bitcoin's at 100,000 yet? Somebody gonna tell me? Nobody gonna tell me? All right. Here we go. Kinder's the seasoned blend. Yes, let's start pouring this on here. Start doing this. Yesterday was a huge shout out to everybody that sent UPERCHATS, like your Romeo, April, Forum Kitty, Jason, Joe Waters. It was a hell of a time yesterday. It was a hell of a time. We had a fun time. I hope you guys had a fun time yesterday. You guys can watch me while you're in the couch. You can watch me while you're at work. You can watch me wherever. Just don't watch me while you're in the bathroom. Take a dookie. Yes, yes. Kinder seasoning. Over here, is that Jason Kane? Yes, it is. I can tell by that cigar. Over here, Jason Kane. Jason Kane. He says over here, what up, Reaper? How about much? How much? How much is a bottle? Okay, Jason Kane, so here we go. This bottle over here, this bottle you can find it for about close to $100. $79.99. You might find this one for maybe $85.99. Some places might have for $89.99. Don't pay over $100 because you're getting ripped. You could go to a different liquor store and look for it. You can find this maybe if you get lucky. You can find this for $70, $69.99. 59.99. Make sure to look around because everybody has different prices for these. The reason why some places might have different prices because sometimes the distributor stops distributing some of them, and that's just what it is. Certain distributors get a certain amount of them, and they don't they replenish it. That's just what it is, okay? Especially if they're not good sellers, because there's a lot of people out there that don't like rye whiskey, but this is the perfect month for drinking rye whiskey. Rye whiskey is the best month of the year to be drinking good whiskey. And what whiskey you want to drink? You want to put aside some of your Blacktons, your Buffalo Traces, and you gotta. Eventually, you gotta say, you know what? I'm not gonna drink those. I gotta drink some rye whiskey, and you'll be really top tier. So yes, there you go, Jason Kane. Those are the prices you might see. My recommendation is try to look for stores. You don't have to always automatically buy it when you find it for $100. You can find it at the stores that might have it for less. But that's the range. That's the range from $65 all the way to $90. That's the range for this bottle. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm doing this. You know what I'm gonna do? I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something on here, right? Before I do any of that, I'm just gonna wipe this. I'm gonna wipe this a little bit one more time. Boom, 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 boom. One more time, good. I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna put a whiskey on here. And the whiskey, you guys already know what I'm gonna put on here. It's one of the best rye whiskeys out there, but this is a little bit better than that one. Because the other one, I think personally, we'll see right now. But I'm going to say it's ahead of time. I did tell you this is the best whiskey you have for winter time. We're going to stick to it, right? We're going to stick to it. But we will have to put another rye whiskey. I want to put another rye whiskey on here. And I think that's what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go look for another rye whiskey that I might have, random rye whiskey, and I'm going to put it on the stream, and we're going to drink it. So here we go. Let's go drink it. Let's go get one, and let me put a rye whiskey. Okay, so here we go. There's a problem with this one. You're going to see now what I'm going to tell you. But this was really good. One of my favorites. Okay, so I'm going to tell you exactly why this is one of my favorites. You're going to see right here one of my favorites. We're going to put it on the screen. One of my old-time favorites. Probably one of the best ryes out there that you can find. But there's an issue. Okay? There's an issue, and there's one issue. One issue. There's only one issue. When it gets really cold out here, I can't handle, personally me, when it gets really cold, it affects my throat a little bit. I'm already getting affected out here just by being outside. Now, if I'm inside, it's a little bit different. If I'm inside, it's a little bit different, yes? A little bit different. I could say that, I could drink this. But this one is one of the old-time best ryes out there. Okay, one of the old-time best ryes out there. I'm going to drink this right now. This is 126.9 proof. I have a lot of these bottles because it's absolutely one of the best ryes out there, right? One of the best ryes out there. But I'm still telling you, this should win over that Old Forester because, well, it's super cold out here, man. Let me pour this up. Okay, here we go. Old Forester. Now, also the price on this one, you have different prices nowadays. Same thing goes with this one. You're going to have different prices, okay? I already told you the price. About $65 to $90 you might find this one at the stores. Don't pay over $100 for this because the price should be close to The price should be close to 75, mid-range, around there. This one over here, price, same thing goes with this one. $65.99 to $90. This one is, I think nowadays should be $100 for Old Forester single barrel. Everybody has different prices. We can't talk about stores out here because at the end of the day, they ain't paying none of us, right? They ain't paying none of us. You can go check it out. It's fun to go check out stores. But the point of the matter is, let's nose this one out. You see what I mean? This over here, you can already tell it's super, super strong, but it's good. It's one of my favorite rye whiskeys out there, yes? But here's the thing. Would you rather have a 96 proofer that has everything you want, or a 126.9 proof that's really going to bang up your throat a little bit, especially if it's really, really cold out here? We're going to see for all of you. Here we go. This is going to do this. And look at this. Beautiful. One of my favorite bottles out there, Old Forester single barrel. Let's drink this out. Oh! I almost dropped the whole line system. That is super, super strong. Me being out here in the cold, I'm going to say I love that a lot. But I don't like it as much as I like this one. Almost 100 proof. This is perfect. This is a masterpiece. The 96 is amazing. This is also a masterpiece too. Let's say this right now. This is a masterpiece too. We have two good bottles on here. They're both really good. But you guys already know, I already said this is the best. There's a reason why I'm telling you this is not going to be to the tier of winter time. If it's really cold, if it's snowing where you're at, the last thing you want is frostbite in your mouth. You don't want to overdo your palate. You understand? Let me tell you this ahead of time. This is a great rye whiskey. This is a great. Let me drink it again. But it's so hot. It's so hot. It's really up there in proofing, especially that it's. You know what? Let me just drink it. That's so good. It's so good. Long finish. Nice and spicy. A little bit spicy on there. A little bit spicy. A little bit minty. A little bit spicy. A little bit minty. Oh, good amount of caramel on here. And a good amount of like dark. Now this one has dark fruits. The other one had like lighter fruits. This one has a lighter touch. That one has a little bit darker fruits, but it's very good. Very good. If I wanted to chill out outside right now, you could tell I'm freaking cold. I'm freezing. If I wanted to chill out right now, the bottle that I would pick is this one. This is why it's the best of winter time. If you want a good whiskey, try to get a rye whiskey like this. 96 proof, Bardstown Bourbon Company. I'm not trying to sell you on this one, but I'm trying to tell you guys, there's a lot of you that just walk by certain bottles, and I want to give you guys one of the best bottles out there, especially now that nobody's going to be looking at that, right? Everybody's going to be looking at this. If they find it, you always got to get that. If you find out when you buy that one. But either way, if you don't find any bottles and you find that one, that's a great one to buy. Let's drink the rest of this. Absolutely phenomenal. It's just outstanding. It's ridiculous. But we're not going to take the spotlight away from this Bardstown Bourbon Company. Whew, that one's real high. Oof. That one's real high, man. Man, that's good. Okay, here we go. Let's take this out of the way. I'm going to put this over here somewhere so it don't drop. And we're going to start cooking. Let's start cooking. Before we start cooking, let's start moving some of this out of the way. Let's start moving this. Yes. Make sure all of those oils get mixed up. Make sure all that seasoning gets mixed up. Man, that old Forester beat me up. Holy Lord. That old Forester beat me up. 120 something proof, 126 proof. Old Forester beat me up. Okay, we got this going. Looking beautiful, looking beautiful. I'm gonna do one more string on here. I'm gonna do one more string. One more string. Here we go. Beauty. Man. Okay, that's looking good. Let's move some of this around. Okay, we got that going. I'm gonna start cooking. What time is it? Let's see what time it is. Ripper Crew, you know what time it is. It is 6. I can't believe it is only 6 o'clock. Holy Lord. It is really 6 o'clock? Only 6? What the heck? That's insane. Only 6 o'clock. I almost can't believe that it's only 6 o'clock. There's no freaking way it's 6. It's 6:09. Unbelievable. Wow. That's insane. I honestly can't believe it's only 6. Wow. Anyways, now that we have this out here, I'm just gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna put this aside, right? We're gonna put this aside. We're gonna start cooking soon, right now. Let's put this over here. We're going to start cooking soon. Let me move this. Now there's a big amount of audience that knows good whiskey when they know, right? Let's drink this up. We're on the rye whiskey, right? We're going to talk about this real quick, since I have it on the screen. Since I have it on the screen, we're going to talk about this. We're going to keep this on the screen over here, somewhere here. Boom. Okay, let's talk about this real quick. For all of you that want to know, this is Sazerac rye whiskey. This is, if you don't know already, one of the more famous whiskeys that makes that Sazerac cocktail if you go to Kentucky. And it's very famous. It's been around for the longest time, that cocktail, and they use this. They use the Sazerac rye. This is one of the best ryes you can find in the market. But the reason why it's one of the best is because the value on this product is just ridiculous. The value on this, you're looking at 1 point. Look at my hand. Well, my hands are huge, but the point of the matter is, this is a 1.75. Okay, it's a 1.75, and you have low proof on here. What did I tell you guys? Low proof is the way to go at times. I will tell you, we have low proof on this one. And not only that, also, I'm going to say this ahead of time, you can make amazing cocktails with this. This is clocking in at 90 proof. And it's really a great whiskey to have for friends. If you take it to a family event in Christmas time, this is the perfect whiskey to take. Nobody knows about whiskey. They'll really like this one. They'll ask you, why you bring this? And you say, well, because it is the best. This is one of the best, and it's very, very good. You'll like it. 1.75 for about $70 is really the price of what this is going for. Buy yourself one of these. Make a cocktail. If you don't like it in cocktail, you can always have it You can always have it like this. Let's try it out without any ice and any cocktail. Let's have it by itself. So for all of you, this is one of the more famous whiskeys out there. You guys can look up the history on this bottle. It's very, very famous. And I will tell you ahead of time for the ladies, if you ladies cannot find that one over there, you get this one, I guarantee you'll really like it. It's just very light. It's very nice. It's perfect. It's everything you want. It's not overpowering. And it's 90 proof. And it's really, really good. So for all of you, I'm just going to drink this one time. And then we're going to go put that chicken in the barbecue. Let's drink this up. That's really good. That's really good. That's really good. That's really good. That's really good, man. Whew, that's good. Okay, let's go season. Let's go, not season, let's go cook. Let's go cook. It's time for me to start cooking. Remember chicken? Chicken takes a little bit of time. So let's start cooking. Again, these are chickens that are the thin, so you don't have to cook them for a long time. But I do wanna smoke them up a little bit. That's what I like to do. So let's do this. Let's go. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Here we go. Let's open this up. Let's get to it, baby. Let's get to it. Let's make sure the flame is hot, hot, hot. Oh, yes, yes. It's going to be getting hot. As the focus is down. Good. Okay, let's start checking this. Beautiful. All right, let's start seasoning this. I mean, not seasoning, let's start doing. I'm going to clean it one pass. I already cleaned it earlier, but I'm just going to do one pass real quick. One pass real quick. I already cleaned it earlier. Okay, we got one pass real quick. Good. Let's do this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it a different way. I think you guys seen me do it the other way before. Let's do it the way that I like to do it. Okay, here we go, baby. Let's start just splitting some of this up. Looks good. Start splitting some of this up, making sure they're all split up. Nice. Oof. That one almost fell off the grill. Some of these in the back, we can put them over here, boom. Put them over here, boom. This is looking real nice. Make sure that all of the pieces are hitting grill, Make sure all of the pieces are hitting grill. Don't miss, okay? Make sure all the pieces are hitting grill. They're all hitting grill over here. They're all hitting grill. Good. All hitting grill over here too. They're all hitting grill. That's good. When you get a flame, when you get a fire, you're going to know where the fire is. When you get a flame and fire, you're going to know that's a hot zone. I think the hot zone is going to be built up over here to prevent a flame or a spark up. All you have to do is, if you want to prevent a spark up, you close the grill. Okay? Easy does it, easy does it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pat it down. I'm going to pat it down a little bit. Make sure all the meat hits grill. All the meat hits grill. There we go, looking good. Looking nice. And so far, we haven't got a spark. I'm going to leave it like this so that it actually gets a little bit of a spark going. I do know I opened this. We can open it some more. There we go. Open it up some more. And for all of you, there we go. We're drinking a little bit of that Sazerac. Let's drink this up. I personally would rather have just that Bardstown Bourbon Company whiskey right now. But I did pour up mine in that Sazerac. I can smell it burning a little bit, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it around just to see. That's not burning. We're good. It's not burning. We good. Make sure we good. Most of this over here, boom. We got to make sure that this side gets. Okay, I'm gonna move some of this over here in the center. Okay, we got a little bit of flame. What I want to do is I want to lock in that flame a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close this up. Close it up a little bit. Let's keep that vent a tad bit open. You don't want to open it all the way. A tad bit open. The flame should reside any moment. The flame should reside any moment. And now we're going to open it up. This should be good enough. Keep it on here for a little bit, and then I'm just going to open it up. Perfect. Yes. Now we're going to start moving most of these out of the way and just turning them. Let's turn them. All of them. Any piece you see, let's just turn them. Any piece you see, let's just turn the oof, this one needs a little bit of loving. Let's put that in the middle. Needs a little bit of loving. Most of these are gonna need a little bit of loving. I'm gonna try to squeeze them in here. A little bit hard to squeeze in here, but we're gonna try our best. We don't have too much heat on this side, okay? On the front over here, not too much heat. It's mostly in the middle or in the back. So we do have a lot of pieces on here. Now, what I can allow to happen is I'm going to allow some of these flames to build up. And if you're watching, you can tell some of the flames are starting to build up. And that's a good thing. It starts moving closer to this side, so we get a little bit more heat this side, and then I can start spreading them around. Okay, there's a lot of flame. There's a lot of buildup of you see that? We're going to take away some of the oxygen. We just close this up so it doesn't get overwhelmed. Remember, chicken is one of the most dangerous animals you can cook because it could be a little flame and all of a sudden you're going to get a flame all this high. You have to make sure you know what you're doing when it comes to these flames. It's no joke, no joke. Make sure to pay attention with your chicken. Now, it's mainly with chicken. It doesn't happen often with other things, mainly with chicken. So make sure, okay? You see how that smoke is coming out? That's good. That means that the flame stopped. We're going to have a lot of smoke going on here. Let's open this up. Now we're going to flip it one more time. I already built a good amount of... I'm going to start moving some of these to the back and the front. We're going to start doing that, okay? So here we go. We're going to start moving this to the front and the back. Whatever's in the front, we're going to move it to the back and vice versa. Now remember, some of this chicken doesn't have, I think you guys are used to, look at this one. This one's getting better. This one's getting better. You guys are used to me, see, it doesn't have any color, right? That's because I'm not using certain seasonings that have, you see this? Nice and white. I'm not using right now certain seasonings that have like brown sugar and a lot of spices. See this? Because we're going to use that honey. We're going to base off everything around that honey. You guys are used to seeing ready color on here. But there's no color because of the seasoning. It's not getting burnt. The chicken's not getting burnt. And we'll burn it up. Don't you worry. We'll burn it up. But we're going to start moving these over here. We're going to start moving some of these over here in the middle. We've got to make sure that this chicken gets cooked good. Last thing you want to do is poison yourself before Christmas. Yes, yes. Last thing you want to do is poison yourself before Christmas. Salmonella, baby. Salmonella. This is really white. Really white. That's really white. Let's do this over here. Let's just put this over here. That's really white. That's really white. Man. That's really white. I'm gonna let some of the flame. I'm gonna let some of the flame build up. Let's allow the flame to build up so that we got a lot of torch on that chicken. And I'm gonna start drinking some more whiskey, okay? I'm gonna finish this up. Let's back up. This is a nice view. I like this view. It's a good view. This is a good view. I was going to go to the Florida Panthers game today. They sent me a good deal because since I used to go to the Florida Panthers games a lot, they sent me a good deal, but we're streaming, so, I want to give you guys a good stream every day. So, yes, I'm not going to the Florida Panthers game just because of my stream. Yes. Don't feel pity, okay? Don't feel pity. I enjoy this a little bit more than going to the Panthers game, even though I could watch the Panthers game on TV. But yes. They sent me a deal today. I think it's like Cyber Week. So they sent me a deal for some tickets today. And I didn't take the bait. No. Hope you guys are all enjoying the stream. If you're enjoying the stream, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Clock in that like. Tap the screen a couple times. In the corner, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click that like and subscribe. This is getting really good now. You hear that? Look at that. That's getting nice. That's getting really nice. Let's color up some of these. Some of these need some color. Let's color up some of these bad boys. We're cooking on an open flame currently right now, for some of you to want to know. Chicken. We're going to smoke up this chicken too, so don't you worry. We're going to smoke up this chicken too. Let's start moving some of this. Oh, man. Can somebody remind me? Somebody messaged me on Instagram that I want to see fish. That Asian dude. I want to watch that tonight. I forgot to see that yesterday. I was so tuned in on cryptocurrency XRP yesterday that I didn't get to watch it. If you guys want to know about cryptocurrency, all you have to do is tune in to the morning shows. I try to give you guys a morning show about noon. Sometimes if I'm free, I give you a little bit of a recap of what you should think of with cryptocurrency, of what is going on and what you should really think of if you want more whiskeys, yes? I know a lot of you want an unlimited supply of whiskeys. Tune in the morning. It's usually about 1 p.m. or noon. That's a time that I usually sometimes I'm after coffee, before I go get some food. I already got some food for tomorrow. I got some food for tomorrow for all of you. Today, we're going to be cooking steak. We're going to be cooking steak tomorrow, New York strip steak tomorrow. So don't forget to subscribe. New York strip steak tomorrow. I will be doing New York strip steak tomorrow. I'm going to tell you ahead of time, in the time frame that I've been watching some of the markets and XRP, I was looking yesterday, XRP has a total of about 10 days. 10 days to find its way over $3. Okay? You guys can say whatever you want, but it does have about a total of 10 days. 10 more days officially to find its way over $3. Let me say this ahead of time. This smells really good. Oh, this smells really good. This smells really, really good. Okay, I'm gonna start smoking this up. For some of you that don't know what smoke is, you're gonna see what it is. You're gonna see what it is. If I could just spin this around, that'd be perfect. But I can't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go inside and get something. Here we go. Let me go get inside something out here. Okay, here we go. We're going to start moving some of this out of the way. And we're going to start also smoking this up. Look at how beautiful these pieces are. So far, it's looking really good, most of these. Other ones out here, I'm going to say, they need a little bit of moving. I'm going to move some of this out of here. They need some color. But we can get some color when we smoke them up. Look at this. Look at this. Get a little bit of color. A little bit more color than before. That one definitely needs color. Okay. Phew, this one just put this out of the way. So there's some really good ones. And again, we're going to be putting all the ones that I think are decently nice. Like, oh, that one almost fell. There we go. Here, look at that. Wow. Okay, we're going to smoke most of this chicken up. Before we smoke this chicken up, let me make sure to get the ultimate color, whatever color I want on here. Let me make sure to get it real quick. That's good. It's nice. Boom, put some over here. Okay, this one looks nice. Okay, we're gonna toss most of these over here. They all get color. They all get color. They all get color. All right, let me start putting some wood on here. Let me start putting some wood on here. You guys already know what I'm using. we're going to start using that hickory. Before we use the hickory, let's move some of this over here. Let's start putting some of this over here. And for some of you, here we go. This is what we're gonna do. We have this to the left side, right? We got a chicken. And we're gonna do this right here. I know some of you hate chicken. We're gonna do steak tomorrow, don't you worry. Now what you wanna do is make sure your chicken's done already. You don't want to eat it raw. One of the only foods you don't want to eat raw is chicken. Chicken, if you eat it raw, you're gonna probably die. You don't want to do that. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna smoke up. We're gonna smoke up our chicken. Okay, a good amount of smoke. I'm gonna put a little more on here. Let's put a little bit more on here, just in case. There we go. Good amount of presence. And just close it like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to close the bottom vent a little bit so that I don't create a huge mess. We should have some smoke coming out of the top. We should have some smoke coming out of the top. Yes, there we go. I do have the vent a little bit opened. I'm going to close the vent a tad bit. You don't want to close it all the way, but you want to keep it a little bit open. This is a Weber 26 Master Touch, if you don't know already. Huge shout out to our Soto. Huge shout out to our wrench. Our Soto. Miss Vacation, our Soto. Okay, let's start drinking. Ooh, that's a lot of smoke. Woo! That's a heavy amount of smoke. That's a lot of smoke. Holy Lord. Let me show you how much smoke that is. That's a ton of smoke. Whoa. That's a ton of smoke. Holy. Okay, while that's happening, I think it's easy to say that we should drink a little bit of something. Now that I have double light out here, it's a little bit harder for me to back up. But we're going to still back up. Let's back up. I start drinking. I actually want to drink Jim Beam. I haven't drank Jim Beam in a while. Let's start drinking Jim Beam. Let's start drinking Jim Beam. Let's pop this open here. Beauty. Beauty. Okay, here we go. We're going to start drinking a Jim Beam. For some of you, also, we're going to promote this a little bit. $20 for this. $20 for this. At 24 ounce, $20 for this. $20 for that. But that's what makes our chicken perfect. Yes, we need that. That's what makes our chicken perfect. The point of the matter is, let's see if we get a little bit of a better view out here. Boom. See if we got a better view. Boom. We got a good view. Here we go. Let's have a drink of Jim Beam. I haven't had this in a long time. I remember the last time I had this. But I kind of want to drink low-proof whiskey. Edgar Rowan, I'm going to say is Edgar. Is this a good whiskey to have with the cigars that I sent you? We're going to see. We're going to see. Is this a good one? Let's see. Let's see. For all of you that are into cigars, you let me know in the chat room. I just know Jason Kane and Edgar, both of them are going to be getting something from me. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's drink this up. Jim Beam 7-year. Jim Beam 7-year. You guys know that every whiskey that I put on the screen is just amazing. I don't put a whiskey that's not good. I don't put a whiskey that's bad on the screen. I only put great whiskeys on here. So for all of you, this is a great one. 7-year. And it's easily fine. You can find this easily. But my recommendation is, this is my recommendation for a lot of you. Okay? Please buy the big boy. This is a 1.75. This is a big one. Big one. Buy the big one. Buy the big one. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get the Jim Beam product. Let's go get since we're waiting for the chicken, let's go get the Jim Beam product. Let's go. You guys know. Okay, who's going to take a guess? I give a shout out to the next one. It's an inexpensive Jim Beam product that just recently was released. How many of you would know what that is? Which one is it? Can somebody say in the chat room? In the chat room, can you guys guess it? Let me go get it. If anybody guessed the Jim Beam winter release, you're right. But personally, I already told you on the stream what is the best whiskey for the winter. Yes, the best whiskey for winter is this one right here. You can go see. If you're watching this right now, just tune. You can go rewind and see what I thought of this one. One of the best, okay? This is the best one. This is the showstopper on the stream. The showstopper on the stream. It is that one. Point of the matter is, let's move us over here. And let's drink this up. Jim Beam 7. We could put this sideways. I think it'll look better. Boom, like this. Here we go. Let's drink this up. I don't know what the hell I'm seeing. I don't know if I'm seeing a UFO in the sky. Next to the moon, there's a very bright. Next to the moon, there's a very bright. It's almost like a ship or something. It's a lie. It has to be a star, but that doesn't make any sense. I've honestly never seen a star so bright in my life next to the moon. If you guys are close to the moon, I would recommend you go. If you guys are outside, go check the moon. Next to the moon, there's a bright. I think it's a planet. Anyways, the point of the matter is, I didn't even notice that I drank this. That's how light this is. Oof. After I had that rye whiskey, there's nothing that could top this. Nothing. After I had that rye whiskey, there's nothing that can top that. Also, what I'm going to do is, let's start moving this out of the way. I do know that we don't have any smoke. We don't have any smoke buildup. And the reason why we don't have smoke is because I actually closed a vent. I closed a vent below. I forgot that it's cold out here. I forgot that it's really cold out here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to open the vent in the bottom. Let me open the vent as much as I can. Let me open that vent. It's really, really, really cold out here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check this and see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I need to work on putting a little bit of this on this side. Yes, yes. Okay, we're good. I completely forgot the weather. I forgot the weather's really cold out here. Make sure to open up your vents how you need to, okay? Let's close this up. Okay, we should be good. Not bad. I know a lot of you are like, wait a minute. Look, man, we make mistakes sometimes. I completely forgot that it's cold. Is it 7 o'clock yet? Because I know it's 7 o'clock. That's when the candle ends. The candle ends on cryptocurrency. Here we go. 7 o'clock is usually the end of the candle of most of cryptocurrency. If you're into trading, if you trade stocks, it's a little bit different. Cryptocurrency, it's on the whole day. It's literally every single day. It's going and going. But the end of the candles are usually 7 p.m. that I remember. So let's see. Let me see over here. Bitcoin. 98,777. 98,000. I have a feeling at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. I think I have a feeling at 2 a.m. I think at 2 a.m. is probably going to be the time that it's going to be maybe heading to 100,000 again. Let's drink this up. I'm going to mix both of these. I've never done that. Let me mix both of these. Let me mix both of these. Again, this is a 7-year, and we're putting the winter release. You have a lot of cinnamon on here. Let me know this. Boof! It's actually better than just by itself. The Jim Beam by itself is better than just the Jim Beam by itself. I actually like it. The nose, so far in the nose, I like it. Let's see. Wow, I really like that one. Let's try this out. Wow, that's exceptional. That's good. Two inexpensive bottles. You put them together, really good. I'm getting a little bit of molasses on here. A lot of just not overwhelming amount of cinnamon, but it's popping. The cinnamon's popping. It's the finish is very long. Oak note. You could tell a standard oak note, nothing crazy. A standard oak note, very nice. A good amount of vanilla. But what's taking over is really this. This is taking over, and I really like this a lot. Really like this a lot with that one. It's really good. One of our favorite ranches is Al Gordon. Al Gordon's a great nice guy, right? He's a nice guy. He's a nice man. I think he's a very caring man. I think he would hold the door for like 10 people. I wouldn't, but he would. Shout out to Al Gordon. I'm gonna say this. Al Gordon, if you ever have the chance to do something different for your family or friends, you don't have to buy an expensive bottle. Get yourself a Jim Beam 7-year and get yourself this one. Jim Beam Winter Reserve. If you mix it in the glass, I'm going to guarantee you'll like this. You'll save more money buying this than getting yourself a $200 Booker's. I'm going to say that right now. Wow. I'm going to have to say that. It's really good. It's really good. Oh, my Lord. This is really good. That is. I need to drink some water because that's just so good. Let me drink some water out here. That's really good. That mix, really good. I never thought of that since now. Just a little water. Let me clean my palate out. This is a great mix. What's lacking on the cinnamon? What's lacking on this Jim Beam? What's lacking on this Jim Beam is a heavy-duty amount of like a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit more oak on here. What's lacking on here? You mix this up, it gives this a little bit more of a presence. That cinnamon's nice. Let me drink this up again. It's such a good whiskey. Wow. I think I'm going to drink this for the rest of the day. Oh, man. Again, let's acknowledge the winner on the stream. You can forget about Jim Beam. This is the winner of the stream, okay? This is the best whiskey you can have for winter time. Don't even deny it. I'm going to say it ahead of time. The best you can have for winter time, this rye whiskey is great. But I'm going to have to you know what? This is a good mix. Okay, so let's mix this up. Let's mix this up, right? It's really good. This is really good. I'm going to say this ahead of time. Let's nose this one out. I just mix it fresh mix. Let's snow this up. Oh man. That is excellent. I'm going to have to say off the rip, I want to put this whole bottle in here. Honestly speaking, I want to put this whole bottle right in here. Mixing these two, is exceptional. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy one of these when I find the bigger bottle. They haven't released the big 1.75. Sometimes Jim Beam have so much that they release the bigger, but I don't know if they're gonna release the bigger 1.75 for this. But if they do, it'll be a great mix. This is 50% Jim Beam 7-year, and 50% this. You really can't go wrong. Let me nose this out. This honestly smells like a Jim Beam. Not a Jim Beam. It smells like a Booker's. This honestly smells like a Booker's. A large amount of caramel, cinnamon. And the best part about this, I just discovered this now. I just thought of it because I had to smoke up the chicken, right? I just thought of this now. I could have done a stream about this. Holy Lord. Let's drink this up. It has to be the best mix. I've done a lot of mixes before. This is the best blend I've ever made. That's under $20. I think, no wait, are they under $20? Each bottle, the smaller 750 is about $20-some. The big boy, which I paid, the big one, I think it was $32, $32.99 for the big Jim Beam 7-year. That's really good. But with this is even better. Try this at home. I recommend a lot of you, any of you that are in America, or if you're in Europe and you could get these two bottles, the Winter Reserve from Jim Beam and this one. This is great. I don't recommend this to be in a cocktail. This mix that I just did is blend. It's really good. Wow, let's drink this up. Let me tell you what I taste and what I think of this. Off the bat, I'm going to tell you, it's a thicker than just by itself. It's a thicker than just by any of these by itself. A good amount of molasses just hitting your tongue. Caramel. You get all those traditional notes. You get almost that Jim Beam profile. You get a little bit of chocolate on here. What kind of chocolate? Like a Hershey's chocolate, just a little bit of chocolate, not too much. Cinnamon, good amount of cinnamon. The cinnamon flows through the finish. Really nice. And the one thing that stands out to me is really that mix of that oak and that cinnamon right here on this mix. It's really ridiculous. The vanilla is very tuned down, which is good. I don't want this to be too sweet. It is everything you want in a Jim Beam product and a bourbon whiskey. This is a great mix. I just thought of it just now. And I can personally say I think this is better than any 2024 Booker's release. I don't know what to say. This is just, I should have done a stream about this, but I just figured this out right now. Holy Lord, this is good. Let me drink this again. On this second pick, I get molasses and just caramel. Molasses and just caramel. Wow. You know what reminds me a little bit too? It reminds me of, you guys ever toasted a marshmallow? Have you ever toasted a marshmallow and it's over toasted? If you guys never done that in a fire, you over toast it and you have like a bitterness, but it has a sweetness, and it's a little bit almost like a little bit sticky and a little bit thick. This is really like that. It's really nice. And sometimes you have it in a granola bar, like a cookie, a granola cookie. You know how the cookie leaves you with a little bit of almost like a cinnamon dustiness? It gives you that here. I really like this a lot. Wow. Holy smokes. Wow, I want to keep on drinking this. This is how good it is. That is so good. A lot of cinnamon on the finish. It's just lingering with the oak note, traditional Jim Beam oak note. You can taste it. It almost gives you that. You guys ever had a Booker's that has a good finish oak note and it just lingers? Well, this is what it is. You get that woody oak note that the Booker's, your standard allocated whiskey, Booker's that you find. You get that finish and you get it cinnamon. This is really, really nice. Holy Lord, this is good. This is really, really good. Really, really good. Outstanding. The good part of XRP. Are we gonna talk about crypto? Are we gonna talk about crypto? We're gonna talk about crypto on the stream. Maybe I will. I do have hashtag XRP and hashtag Bitcoin. Let me see the final. XRP ended this day at $2.37. Let me see Bitcoin. Bitcoin ended today at 98,413. Let me look at the monthly. Let me look over here at this time frame. I'm going to put it for 4-hour time frame. I think we're still good. I think we're still good on XRP here. I think it's still looking good. It's good. I have my beliefs. That's what it is. Okay, we're gonna put that Mike's hot honey on our chicken. Damn, that's so good. That is so good. That is really good. Holy Lord. Well, I can hear the neighbor. Okay, let me do this real quick. Boom, click that over here. Okay, good. Okay, let's put this Mike's Hot Honey on here. Let's put the Mike's Hot Honey. We got to finish this up. We got to finish this chicken up. You guys know what it is. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's stream. I want to cook. I haven't cooked up New York strip in a long time. How many weeks? I think 2 weeks. 2 weeks that I haven't cooked up New York strip. I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, let's open this up. Okay, some of this chicken looking good. The chicken looking real good. Yes, yes, yes. This chicken looking good. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish this off. We're going to finish this off by putting a little bit of my sauce on this son of a gun. Let's put a little bit of that sauce on this son of a gun. Here we go. Mike's Hot Honey. Mike's Hot Honey. Let's put it on here. Mike's Hot Honey. Here we go. Mike's Hot Honey. You guys know what it is. If you want real good chicken, use my recipe. Really good. Mike's Hot Honey. There you go. Give it a good amount. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Mike's Hot Honey. Now what I'm going to do is, just to give this a good presence, I'm going to put just a tad bit of, I have a, where is it at? I have some oak. I have some oak from a whiskey barrel. I have some oak from a whiskey barrel. This makes it a little bit sweet. Remember, I don't like spicy, so I want to sweeten this up. So I'm going to put this in there. I'm going to put that in there. Let's open this up. This gives it a little bit almost like that vanilla. You get that vanilla vibe. A little bit of sweet vibe here. I'm going to put that in here. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to finish up with some smoke. I'm going to finish up with some smoke. So we're going to put this over here. You see that? We put the oak. We put that barrel. We put that oak barrel. And I'm just going to finish it off with just a little bit more of this. That's going to allow some of those sweet flavors to come out of that chicken. And also, not only that, it's going to give it a little bit of it's going to balance out that sweetness and saltiness because we put a little bit of Mike's seasoning on there. I got to do this before the flame. There we go. And again, boom, 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 looking good. Okay, let's close this up. Before I close this up, I'm just going to move some of these. I'll move some of these. Let's move some of these. Let's give it some action all the way. Action all the way. Action all the way. There we go. Holy Lord, who that? Who that? Who that? He should out say, who that? I know who that. She loves. I think she loves chicken. She loves chicken. Who that? Thank you so much. Who that? I'm going to start talking to who that right here. Here we go. Who that? Let's see what she says. Who that? Thank you so much. Who that? You have really helped out on the stream. Who that? Holy. Here we go. Who that says? Who that says? Here we go. Ripper Crew in number one. Yes, we're number one. Got that larceny today. Tasty. Who that? You let me know what larceny so that I can drink it. You drinking the barrel proof? You drinking the barrel proof? I think you're drinking that barrel proof, aren't you? Who that? Thank you so much for always listening to my approaches on whiskey. I want to give you guys only the best whiskey. Unlike other channels, we don't promote all the whiskeys in the world because there's whiskeys out there that you shouldn't buy. I only promote whiskeys that are W's. I want to feed you guys W's. And what is that W? It ain't Oscar Mayer winners. It is wins. I like to feed you guys wins. I want you guys to feel like winners when you buy a bottle. All the bottles that I recommend you guys are win. And I will tell you that ahead of time. Another thing I want to say to Who Dat, I want Who Dat to do this. Please, Who Dat, do this. Because this is an exception. I just found out right now. $50 super chat. So Who Dat, let me just show you. Let me show you Who Dat. Let's back up. We're going to show Who Dat what she should do. A larceny barrel proof small batch. It's a good one. I hope you got it. It's a store pick. Let me show you Who Dat what you should also do. I want you to buy this one too. Okay, this is another one I want you to get. So here we go. This is what we're going to do. And what she's talking about is this one over here. Where is it? I have it somewhere here. Oh, do I have it inside? Why would I have it inside? That's so weird. I had the bottle out here. Anyways, the point of the matter is, this is one I want to show you, Who Dat. Here, I want to show Who Dat this. If she just showed up on the stream. You shout out and say, Who Dat? With a $50 super chat. I want to show you this, Who Dat. I just figured this out on the stream. All it took was a little bit of energy in my head. And a little bit of power. Yes. Yes, yes, that whiskey power that I have in my head. Here we go, who dat? This is next. These are the next bottles you should get. Inexpensive and really good. But wait. Before I say, I got more. I got more to tell you. I got more to tell you, who dat. So who dat? I'm gonna tell her this. She got the larceny. I'm gonna show you guys what larceny she got. This is the larceny that she got, but I just we had a fun night the other day. This is the larceny she got. This is obviously a store pick. I recommend a lot of you to get the store pick, okay? She got this one. It's 93 proof. Why does it have like signatures? Why does it have a evil looking dude with a smile? Well, the other day we had a fun time. And this is why you have to watch all the streams. We had a fun time. And we're drinking that one. We're drinking some inexpensive bottles. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, that's the bottles you got. And for all of you, remember, get the store pick. Please get the store pick. I do recommend you guys to get the store pick. And who dat? Here we go. This is what I'm going to say. This is what you need to get. And for all of you, take note in this because nobody on YouTube knows this, okay? Jim Beam, Winter Reserve, okay? You get this. Listen here, okay? Listen here. This is a 6-year aged. Yes, 6-year aged, very smooth. They finish it in new toasted white oak barrels. They toasted. Now, what does that mean, toasted? I'm going to tell you exactly what it means. This is what it means, okay? Simple as this. This is an oak barrel, and in the oak barrel, what they do is they overheat this up. You see, this is nice and black. Well, toasted is like literally, like all of this is like real black, okay? So when they put this in with the whiskey, it gets really, it performs a good amount of flavors onto your whiskey. So that's exactly what they do. Now that's a barrel, right? That's a cut-up barrel. We're actually using a barrel on there. I don't know why it's not steaming up, but the point of the matter is, get this. This is what I recommend you here, okay? This is an expensive, who dat? Inexpensive. My recommendation, who dat? Buy yourself both of these, okay? Both of these. Buy yourself this one, the Jim Beam Winter Reserve. But wait, I'm not done. You buy yourself this. And then you buy yourself this one. This is Jim Beam 7-year, okay? Make sure it's a black one. It says it's black. It's black. Jim Beam 7-year black. It has to look like this. Take a photo of this if you need to. Take a photo of this one if you need to, okay? Take a photo of this. Take a photo of this. Okay, you take a photo of that. Okay, so you're taking a photo of those, right? Please. Make sure you take a photo. Good. You take a photo of both of these. Good. Okay, I'm going to put this a public stream, so it's not going to be only members. Okay, so you have both of these. You buy both of these, right? And you mix both of them, 50-50. 50-50, who dat? 50-50 on here. 50-50. Yes. It's going to be the best, one of the best, and I just discovered it on stream. I said, you know what a good idea would be this. The only thing this is missing is a little bit of like almost that cinnamon kick, and a little bit more vanilla. This has that, but it's tuned down. Let me drink this up. Oh my Lord, these two are excellent. So who dat? She says I. That's good. You have to get those. It's both of them. Okay? You have to get both of them. And for all of you, just because one says 7-year and the other one says 6-year, it doesn't mean, okay? It doesn't mean that it's going to be 13 years, okay? 13-year whiskey. It does taste like an expensive whiskey. It actually, personally, to me, it tastes like a Booker's that's toned down. That's what it tastes like to me. And I actually just mixing both of these. You got the cinnamon here. You got the little bit of punch here. This one doesn't have that punch. This one has almost a little bit of chocolate on here, a little bit of nut on here. That profile Jim Beam gives you. A nice amount of oak on this one. I think you get more oak on this one than this one. But they both they cancel themselves out and they tune in to morph into something really great. I really like this. Who dat $50 super chat? Thank you so much. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Oh man. Okay, so this one I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this inside because I want to drink this later. I want to drink that later with my Coca-Cola. I'll put that inside. And let me get a fresh glass. Okay. Put that inside. I'm gonna use that for the Coca-Cola that I'm gonna make later. I'm gonna make a mixed drink later with my. I'll make a mixed drink later with my chicken. Now you guys are probably asking, what am I eating the chicken with? I got some special garbanzos. I've showed you guys that. If you're watching every stream, you'll know what kind of garbanzos I bought. They're very limited. But this over here, I'm going to say it's ahead of time. This over here, I need to buy more of these. I really like them. I bought a box of those whiskey barrels to use on the barbecue. And I've been using them often. I really like it. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take off the chicken. We're going to put it right here. We're going to take off the chicken. We're going to put it right here. Before we do that, who dat? I do know that she's been busy. $50 super chat, who dat? This is the best whiskey on the stream, okay? This is the whiskey that we've been talking about on the stream mainly. By the way, shout out to Mike's Hot Honey. Mike's Hot Honey, expensive stuff. $20 I paid for this. Yeah, can you believe that? This stuff, $20. I got to make my own honey. But the point of the matter is, this is the best whiskey you could have for winter. And I'm not gonna give all the praise to Jim Beam. I'm not gonna give all the praise to Jim Beam. I'm gonna say, on the stream, we focused on one whiskey, and the one whiskey was, okay, the best whiskey for winter time will be this one. This is the one that's the best whiskey for winter time. So I just want to tell you guys, anything you saw me drink today on the stream, it is not the best whiskey, right? Compared to this one. You got to find this one. It's a beautiful bottle, you guys already know. Let's pour this up. The best whiskey on the stream. And the best whiskey for this winter. You see me, I'm cold, baby. I'm cold. Whip it crew, you know what time it is. We're number one. I'm cold. I'm freezing my tennis balls off. I'm freezing my tennis balls off. But this over here, we're gonna put the chicken on here, okay? We're gonna put the chicken on here. We're going to put the chicken, but before we put the chicken, let's smell this up. Oh, my Lord. There ain't no way. You know what it reminds me of? I'm going to say this right now. A woman's Chanel perfume. I'm going to just say it right now. This reminds me of a woman's Chanel perfume. This reminds me exactly of a woman's Chanel perfume. Holy Lord. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Let me smell this up one more time. Oh my Lord. That is ridiculous. That is insane. Okay, we're gonna start. Look, we're gonna start taking out. Let's start taking off the chicken. I don't want that honey to melt too hard into the chicken. That is ridiculous. I can't wait. I can't wait to drink that. But here we go. Let's move this out of the way. And let's go get our chicken. Let's go get our chicken, baby. On the stream. Thank you for who that on the stream. We are at $65 on the stream on a Wednesday. I know Christmas time is this month, but for all of you, here we go. Let's pop this open. Yesterday we were at, I think, at $150. Yesterday, $150 on the stream. Okay, this is done. This is done. Let me start moving some of this. This is done. This is donezo. Donezo. Let me start moving some of this over here. I always, at the end, what I do is I'm going to use this other one. At the end, what I usually do is, oh, shoot. This is out of the way. Out of the way. Good. What I usually do at the end of the stream, let me close this up. I put this on. I usually put it under the flames, usually at the end. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it just a tad bit under the flames. Woo! Look at that. I'll put a tad bit under here. Most of this is looking real nice. Wow. Real good. I usually put it just a little bit under the flames. Put this on my piece of wood. Put this on the piece of wood. Can I say who that? Piece of wood. So who that? That's your mission. That's your mission. Get that Jim Beam. Your mission is get that Jim Beam and get that winter's release. Winter's release. So I think that we're good here. I just want to put it on for a little bit, not too long. Let's start taking some of this off. Not too long. Beauty. Uh-oh. Beauty. Let's take some of these off. Beauty. Let's take some, oh. You see that little hair? That's not hair. That's actually honey. That's honey. That's honey. Honey! I shrunk the kids. Okay, perfect. Have this all going. I gotta leave this over here. Have this closed. Let's close this up. Let's close up, and you guys already know safety is a big thing. This is no financial advice. XRP to the moon, baby. Okay, let's put this over here. There will be a time that XRP will not be going to the moon anymore. It'll just stop at the moon, right? That goes with all cryptocurrency. Every cryptocurrency has to officially stop and put on cruise control. So don't forget that. Okay, here we go. Let's show the chicken to finish this off. You already know what we're gonna do. To finish it off, I have this closed. I closed that. Oh Lord, wait a minute. Maybe I didn't close the top vent. I thought I did. Here we go. That's good. I thought I did. That's good. All right. Let's back up. Let's back up a little bit more. Beautiful. And let's show you the chicken. It was one thing. Oh. If you guys are wondering why I'm doing that, it's not because I'm doing blow. It's because it's so cold out here. It's really cold out here. I have to do that. If I don't do that, I'm going to start sneezing. You guys think I do blow? You guys have got to be out of your mind. Do you know how much that stuff is? That stuff is crazy. Anybody's into that? You're wasting your money. You can put it in the stock market. Point of the matter is, woo! Dang. Point of the matter is, dang. Dang, dang, dang. Oh man. Oh, that looks ridiculous. Ridiculous. That looks beautiful, but it's not done. At the end, all you have to do is at the end put a good layer of mics. That's what we're gonna do. And that's it. That's how simple that is. It's expensive, this chicken, I'm not gonna lie. It's expensive. Here we go for all of you. Here we go. The best whiskey on the stream, the best whiskey to have. I'm just gonna let you guys, before anything, I'm gonna let you guys just look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. This is a doozy of a real nice, okay? This is really nice. And again, you can't do without this. You need this. You need this. You can go look this up. Some of you probably think it's expensive. Well, who dat? Here we go. Who dat? I'm going to tell you the who dat. Get yourself some of this. Who dat? Mike's honey. I don't like honey, but it makes it perfect. It makes the chicken perfect. You can use almost any seasoning, not any seasoning, but try to use some good seasoning on here to make this perfect, and always use that honey. But the point of the matter is, this is really the showstopper on the stream, right? This is a showstopper on the stream. I mean, this is a good one too, with the mix of that Jim Beam. I didn't drink this Evan Williams. You guys know what I think of that. I did drink the Sazerac. over here. Let me drink this. Let me drink this one more time. One of the best whiskeys you could drink. Bardstown Bourbon Company, Origin Series, the rye, 6-year rye. Look at this beautiful thing. If I could see legs, I'll see them, but I don't see them. Let's drink this up. Oh, man. That is so good. It's so good. Let's drink this up. You gotta get this for some of you, the best whiskey for winter time. Let's drink this up. Edgar, if you want a rye whiskey, get this. Who dat, if you want to get into rye whiskeys, this is the perfect whiskey to get into. Again, for who dat, I'm gonna say this. You're gonna have to spend some money, but it's worth it, okay? Worth it. Take a photo of this. Boris is green. Origin Series is green. Make sure it says, you see the little levers? Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey finished in toasted cherry wood and oak barrels. Okay, make sure of that. Don't make sure it's not blue. It's green. 6-year, and it has like it has rye. This is rye. This is like a picture of rye. This picture of rye. Excellent, excellent, excellent. The best whiskey on the stream, hands down, for a cold night. Am I gonna have one of these chickens? Am I gonna have a chicken on the stream? I think so, right? We usually do that on the stream. We have to have a chicken, right? To tell you what it is. I'm gonna have a chicken. We're gonna end the stream. I'm gonna have a chicken. We're gonna end the stream. Let me have a chicken and we're gonna end the stream. Let me have this piece. And we're gonna end the stream. Dang. Let me have a bite and we're gonna end the stream. Oh. It's so good. Oh. Wow. Man. Incredible. Shout out to the USA. Shout out to the U.S. Army. U.S. Marines. U.S. Air Force. U.S. Space Force. Wait, time out. Shout out to USA, U.S. Army, U.S. Marines, U.S. Air Force, and U.S. Navy, and U.S. Space Force. The Space Force is battling the aliens over there in the moon. There's no alien invasion. No. They're battling aliens over there in the moon. Shout out to all the aliens. They got no chance over there in the moon. Why? Because, you know what we got in the USA? We got whiskey. They don't got whiskey. We got Mike's Hot Sauce. They don't got Mike's Hot Sauce. We got XRP, the cryptocurrency corn. We got the Ripper Crew. Ripper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one. At the end of the day, we're going to end the stream. You guys are amazing. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. You guys are freaking amazing. Who that's the biggest super chat on the stream? I see you, who that? Edgar Romeo. You're going to get your cigars. You can get your cigars. Jason Kane, thank you for adding to the stream. Jason Kane, you're going to get your cigars. April Neal, I'll see you, April Neal. Big Latina with big booties. Shout out to all the big booty Latinas out there. Also, huge shout out to Who Dat, Farm Kitty, April, all the ladies that have been here today. Thank you so much. If you got a flat booty, it's okay. You probably got big old future. You got a big future. Let me lick my fingers. Oh, man. This is amazing. Whiskey of the stream. Bardstown Bourbon Company Origin Series. Hurrah! Get yourself one of these. Pay under $100. Don't pay crazy price. And $70, that's a good price. $65, that's a good price. It's just what it is. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all the support on here at Who Dat. Thank you so much. Huge appreciation, Who Dat. Joe S., thank you so much for adding to the stream. For anybody that sends Super Chats on the stream, don't forget, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one. I see you. I'll see you all soon. XRP. To the moon, baby. To the moon. I'll see you soon, Reaper Crew. Reaper officially.